Hello everybody, Bobster1984 here again, and Newcastle United have went to Barnsley and won 2-0. Another great result for Newcastle in the Championship tonight. Beforehand, it was pretty obvious that there was going to be some changes to the team, as Rafa does obviously with every game. I was a little bit surprised because I thought that although Dwight Gayle is in some fantastic form for Newcastle and is obviously our top scorer and is obviously the league's top scorer, I wasn't expecting him to start today. I was expecting him to put Mitrovic in, and he didn't. The team that obviously Newcastle lined up with was Darlow in goal, which is pretty much going to be nailed on, I think, until Darlow makes a mistake. Touch wood, he doesn't. Anita Lascelles, Kieran Clark, who's been really good since he's come in, and Dummett is the back four. Shelvey, he's like he's become the number one pick, hasn't he? He's like the automatic choice on that team sheet for Newcastle. He must always play. And Hayden obviously was restored for callback. Matt Ritchie started. Diarmi started with Gouffran and Dwight Gayle up front by himself. So that was the team, and it seems like he's settled on a few players now, Rafa, especially when with regards Lascelles being pretty much a mainstay in defence. Kieran Clark's been starting the last few games. He looks like he's a mainstay at the moment, but Shelvey is, as I said, obviously the first name on the team sheet at the minute with the form he's in. Absolutely fantastic game of the weekend against Brentford. And Dwight Gayle, I mean, you kind of drop somebody who's obviously scoring goals. And the surprising one for me is Gouffran. I mean, this is a guy that was revered and hated, and I'm going to hold my hands up and say I was one of the people that really, really didn't like Gouffran towards, the back end of last season, or at any point last season, or the back end of the season before. But he's found his level. He's come in. He's obviously shown that he's a very average Premier League player, but a very above average Championship player, and he's come in and done a fantastic job. But anyway, Newcastle obviously away to Barnsley today. Barnsley, one of those teams that seem to score a lot of goals, but they seem to concede a lot as well. So this was going to be a tough game for Newcastle, who obviously fantastically took over, nearly 6,000 fans down to Oakwell, which is unbelievable really for a Tuesday night. And Newcastle have come over with a 2-0 win. Both goals scored by Dwight Gayle, and you just think to yourself, this is dream form really at the minute. We've picked up wins against Norwich and Brighton at home, which could prove valuable, as they are going to be our closest rivals, it looks like, towards the end of the season. But we also playing with a bit of swagger. We're scoring goals. We've got a striker who's banging them in for fun. He's now got 11, which is obviously Dwight Gayle. We've got a midfielder who sprays the ball around. He does the champagne passes, but he also seems to be putting the graft in. He seems to be flourishing under Rafa Benitez, John Joe Shelvey. So this is a team, watch out the Championship as far as I'm concerned, because with Norwich obviously dropping points away to Fulham tonight, obviously being 2-0 down, obviously a 2-2 draw, Newcastle will sit top of that Championship for the first time this season, and we go into a home game at the weekend against Ipswich full of confidence. And I don't see any reason why we kind of just kick on, get the win at the weekend, and then go into the cup game at home to Preston. We could be in the quarter-finals of a cup competition and top of the league. I mean, that is just fantastic. What more did Newcastle fans want, really, at this stage of the season? But yeah, another fantastic win for Newcastle today. 2-0 win against Barnsley. Can't ask for more. And it looks like, we're going to kick on, and we're going to. We've got that top place in our sights now, and we'll kick on, but there's still a long way to go. This is me getting overexcited. This is me obviously just happy that we're continuing to win games and we're looking really strong. But yeah, I'm hoping that this is going to be the catalyst for a nice little run. Thanks very much for watching. My name is Bobster1984. This is my short and sweet review of tonight's game. And Newcastle United won 2-0 away to Barnsley. Cheers for watching. See you later.